as like a big deal. I was like, 800 gold is like a lot.
Folks, welcome.
Go Power Ranger. Sorry.
Oh, damn it, Owen.
Let's go, Devils!
I thought once we got below 5 seconds, maybe we'd be alright, but clearly not.
Bye, Mom.
I own Tom.
Yeah, bye, Owen's grandmother.
You can't make fun of the Stoma people, Brendan.
Why not?
Sorry, Dean. I didn't mean to shit on you.
Score! I just tuned in.
View the first 2 minutes and then shut down your computer.
Hey, I heard that.
You guys are ridiculous.
Well, I mean, 136 is pretty far. That's pretty good.
It's more than 2 years.
That's more episodes than any other podcast I'm a part of.
That's still more episodes than we have subscribers.
Well,
We're hoping to change that one day.
Today.
I think we're gonna struggle
Today.
with that. We're still at 86, and we handed out a lot of stickers in Canada.
And Owen did a lot of canvassing for the podcast,
I talked to
too.
a lot of people.
He did
It
his
was fun.
darndest.
I really enjoyed it.
So, yes, folks, welcome to episode 136, Bread Loves Hockey Podcast. And if you recently scanned a sticker you found on the street somewhere, maybe that's how you found us, maybe not.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be cool to get at least, one person. Maybe.
Tell us where you found it, because it could be many different places right now. I mean, you can find us wherever. You could be in Italy, and you could have. Well, I guess those aren't scan stickers. Those are just look at and type in the name.
Yeah, those ones are
If you're scanning it, you're in Alberta.
the
and that's pretty
original
cool.
model, which I
We
think
like you too.
I think Owen has the last two of the original run.
I
still
will
have some.
cherish those.
Oh, Dean
Oh,
has some
never mind.
too. I think I stuck
Quick
or
flex.
gave away all of mine.
I have 7.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, yeah, he's got the horde then.
Yeah.
Well-
I think I have maybe one new one.
There we go.
Nice.
Well, I have the two because you left your poster. I also have the other poster.
It
That has
wasn't
two of them
gonna
stuck on it.
wasn't gonna fit very well in the luggage after all, and I
That's
was
okay.
like, you know what? Or well, Bree said like, oh, just surprise him with it, and I was like, oh, okay, leaving it there.
Yay!
We were like, God damn it, I didn't want this. I don't want
No,
my
that's
High
fine.
Dean poster.
I like the High Dean poster. The
I like the High
Flames
Dean.
poster. I'm less stoked about.
The
but that's
flames,
okay.
yeah, you can put that on the wall.
Right.
Plus,
No,
know,
it was.
you had the better
pretty
outcome,
cool.
anyways.
Oh, absolutely. No, it was a blast. We had been talking about it for a while now, but yeah, it was a lot of driving, but
For you
it was
specifically,
really fun.
because
Yeah.
you were the only
Well-
one who drove. So
Yeah, it was a lot, but it wasn't that bad. It was just 2 full days, 1,200 miles.
yeah, we were keeping track of the trip, and yeah, I mean,
Pretty
it was a lot, and there were some stretches where it was really quite boring. But then there were
Uh-huh.
also some stretches where it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
especially for us not being nearly as exposed to the mountains that close, and of that size. Like, we've got mountains here, and there are some
Right,
there's
right.
some decently sized ones, but we've only gotten to see those like a handful of times. So very, very appreciative when there was a cool view. Otherwise, like especially on the ride back from Edmonton, the views were pretty pitiful, especially with the snow and
Yeah, it went from
rain.
flat to just white.
yeah, and then
little scary.
the car was so dirty that you couldn't even really see out the windows super well by that that
Yeah.
time.
We hit a blizzard coming through Alberta that did a number on us. It was a lot of snow going sideways.
It was.
built up pretty quick on the roads. It was wild, but made it home in record time.
Yeah.
Good thing you know how to drive in the snow now.
Yeah.
Now
Now.
Important
I
caveat.
I figured it out eventually.
Yeah.
Few years. But yeah, overall it was a blast. Bree, Brendan, do you have a favorite meal that you had or food thing? What was your favorite bite?
There were a lot of good meals,
good
weren't
question.
I felt like it was a good food trip.
Pretty
I would
good.
agree.
Pretty good. I mean, I definitely went to a couple staples. Like I think I had a couple different pepperoni pizzas or something to that effect. I had the Boston pizza triple pep, which was pretty good. It didn't blow me away though. It was good, but I was like, okay, yeah.
I was in Vancouver. I got Boston pizza, and I was like, oh, it's pretty good. Like for a chain, like this is some good pizza.
Wasn't bad, yeah.
I don't remember what I got, but it was good.
I really like the eggs Benny from the breakfast, like our first breakfast. And I also
That was
got, on
very-
our stop back
very
at
yummy.
Crossroads, got a boba smoothie that was also very good,
Oh, okay.
unexpectedly.
Nice.
Oh, the bar burrito honestly might be my my best. bite.
Really?
It was pretty
In
good.
Fernie?
Yeah, on the way up to Calgary and Fernie.
Yeah.
That was up there. I mean, if we go through the photo album, there might be something that jogs my memory. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? Because I mean, the Crossroads obviously had a lot of great
Yeah.
bites there. We did a decent amount of sampling. We only went 2 times, and even that was probably more.
Which is one more than we expected.
Right. Well, I'm only saying that just because of how many different shops
Yes.
there
Yeah.
are there.
Yes,
It's
there
like,
was a lot
in
there.
order to try everything that's in that place would take some dedicated time,
Absolutely.
but really cool.
It was very neat little shopping mall in, like, almost like an indoor farmer's market vibe, but
Yeah.
like permanent. Like I don't really.
Yeah, I mean,
That's like
the best way to
everything
put
did
it.
seem pretty permanent. Like, it's not like the
Yeah.
the booths are changing out throughout.
Right. They have like signs on the wall and stuff, like facades and things. But inside of this like larger building, so because it's Calgary, you could like have this walk around and farmers market feel without being outside. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it enough to stop in
Go
on
back,
the way
yeah.
back from Edmonton, because like we said, you have to kind of accept the fact that you are having a mostly travel day, and to have some dedicated stops that we actually want to do something, or not that much. Like we stopped and got another Star Stick. Surprise.
Dean Star Stick.
Nice.
And then we stopped at the Crossroads. Was that our only 2 stops on the? They might have been another bathroom break or something.
Yeah, I think like a couple bathroom breaks.
Gas
but
twice.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Gas, yeah.
Yeah. No, it was pretty efficient.
What was your bite of the trip, Owen?
My
Did you
favorite
say?
bite of the trip. I think it's hard to not say the Crossroads pasta. That was so good. Very good.
Was there anything at any of the stadiums that was like a contender
See,
for a
that's
bite?
what I was trying to think back to. Like, what did I get
I don't
at
think-
the stadium?
I
It
don't
was
think
very
there
mid
was
stadium.
anything. I mean, you got poutine at the Edmonton game, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably. It sounds like something I did.
Maybe.
I don't remember eating much at the Calgary game.
I know it got like popcorn, but that's not really
Yeah.
super special.
Yeah.
And
Didn't you? Oh no, I got those nachos that were really big.
oh,
at
that was at
Calgary.
Calgary. Was that
Those nachos were
those,
pretty good.
Those
Yeah, the
big
Calgary
nachos recommended by somebody, and they specifically were like, "Don't get them from this nacho place. Get them from this one because they are vastly different." And I
They
saw
were
people.
very different.
I saw people walking around with those other ones, and I was like, "Yeah, we made the
look
right
like
choice."
School
Got away from the
nachos.
puny nachos. Nice.
The
The right
Lunchables.
intel.
Versus this one was just loaded with
so much chicken.
meat and everything, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was
Not
a
too
good
bad.
choice.
I think ultimately with some pondering, I'm gonna go and agree with Bree and that breakfast day 1 in Calgary. I really liked my veggie bowl that I had there. It was just some like fried up veggies and a poached egg and some hot sauce, and it was really good.
I don't remember what I got.
You also got a breakfast bowl, but the meat one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
yes.
you got the meaty one, yeah, and
That-
Kat got
it
the
was-
salmon and eggs.
It was pretty good. I mean,
It was a cool spot, and then we went thrifting at that place, and
Oh yeah.
Kat got a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
It was a good day. I enjoyed Calgary.
It was
And
nice.
Me too.
out of the two cities, I think I enjoyed Calgary overall more.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
More our vibe.
I think it's hard to separate Edmonton from the 6 extra hours of driving it requires to loop it into the trip.
Yeah.
And knowing it wasn't even for a Sens game, it's like, Edmonton was cool, but I could have hung out in Calgary. Because Calgary was that cool, and I think there's a lot that we didn't see in Calgary that I'd want to check out. Like, I was looking at different museums and things, and there's like a surprising amount going on there. And we were that close to the Frank Slide. We could have gone and checked out the Frank Slide
Yeah.
more, but the blizzard and such.
We were listening to a bunch of different podcasts on the travels, and one of them we listened to was about the 1903 Frank
Think so?
rock slide that is the
Yeah.
most deadly rock slide in definitely Canadian history. Like what do they say? Like 300 plus people, and that was like a rough estimation because it's also
Right.
there were other unknowns.
How many?
Could be closer to
Let's see if Dean
1,000.
can visualize the amounts.
Oh,
I'm gonna look up the.
Give them
'Cause
the Dodge
I could say some
Caravan,
comical number. But it's a like unreasonable amount of it was 1903 unreasonable amount of rock fell.
It really was. Yeah.
44 million cubic meters
That's pretty big.
of rock. 110 million tons. Basically just an entire face of this mountain. I can't find the Dodge Caravan conversion.
Oh yeah, he probably did that on his own for the podcast. But that was fun. I mean, obviously the story is pretty tragic, but
Quite, yeah.
good storytelling, and it would be cool to see. I mean, we kind of saw like a little bit of it in the dark.
This is what we drove through, Brendan. I
Yeah.
just put the picture up in the.
Oh yeah.
We definitely
So that's it
saw
in the
that.
daylight.
Like, oh, where's all the rocks? Like, yeah, they're everywhere.
The entire
around
mountain
you.
went down and up the other side. It was crazy. Very cool.
Very cool.
We drove
story.
right past it.
Drove
Right through the middle of it.
That's the rock slide.
That's the scree field that fell off the mountain.
Here, I did some math as you requested, and the amount of rocks would have filled 17,600 Olympic swimming pools.
Oh.
That's a lot of pools.
17,600 pools. Yeah,
Olympics,
I can't. Right. I can't picture that.
These
any
numbers are
easier than
just
I
too
can.
hard
However
to
many.
visualize.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we need something bigger than an Olympic pool.
Right. How many mountains? About a third.
Third of a mountain. Okay, yeah, that helps.
That's pretty much how much fell off.
And not one of our mountains.
No.
Right. A third of a real mountain.
Yeah.
One entire Adirondack mountain off the side. Yeah, we listen to a lot of podcasts. We listened to music for a while. We listened to on the way back, we listened to the incredible Buffalo-Tampa game.
Yes.
That was wild.
We tuned in at a good time. I mean, I think Tampa had just made it 1-3 for them.
Yeah.
And so it was like we were like,
Wild.
oh, Buffalo's still doing pretty well. And this was in the second period, so it was only 2-0 after the first period, and this game ended up having 15 goals. So if you
It was
didn't
wild.
hear about that one or tune in, you definitely missed out. We were just going crazy. I mean, okay, I was mostly, but I think the vibes were mostly there.
keeping
It
my
was
hands
still
on the
pretty
wheel.
exciting.
You guys are probably a little tired, but
We were all a
we were
little
all
tired.
but it was a crazy back and forth, and it really felt like the Sabres were out of it. And then by the time we got to Owen and Kat's apartment, they were just getting to the power play at the end of the game, and we're like, oh, we'll see. And we turn on the TV and we see they scored, and there's an empty net with 30 seconds left. Like, oh my god.
It was crazy.
They came back and won it.
Crazy.
In
It was
regulation,
so good.
too. Which is just even crazier.
It was also still 2-0 when Hagel punched Darlene in the face.
Yeah. See, listening to the game, we didn't see that.
We
You
didn't,
didn't get to
we
see
didn't
all the
get
rough
that.
stuff.
We heard about a lot of it.
Yeah, I also, well, I guess it's kind of sidetracking, but I
4
put that on
fights.
our itinerary. Just Darlene pissing everyone off. Because there
Right.
was the
Because Evgeny Malkin slashed him in the neck.
yeah, and they also put this happened like
Yeah.
4 years ago, but Matthews also cross-checking him in the neck.
Damn. Well, that means he's a good player.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Well, this is just like what people commented on Reddit, so who knows? But they're like, yeah, he just like
That was all the
slashes
truth,
and
right?
cross-checks people where they don't have any padding and they get mad. I think that's like part of it. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I can
just-
see why
just-
people would get mad at that.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
come on,
It
dude.
seems like something Owen did in lacrosse.
Hey, I used my superior wit to take every advantage I could, Dean.
Yeah.
Sounds like a solid justification there, Owen.
For hitting somebody on bearskin with a metal stick.
Ouch.
Yep. Hey,
Wow.
that's what I was told to do. I was just doing my job.
Glad I didn't play that one.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy one.
Yeah,
We're
so
gonna talk about the hockey games too, or just the
we'll definitely
the
talk
rock
about the
slides
games.
and the.
I
the-
guess
would
we can talk about the hockey games.
part?
we've got a loose itinerary we're following here, Dean. We're kind of bouncing around, but that's okay.
Okay,
We should talk
so
about the hockey games.
before we went to the hockey games, we made some really cool signs. Dean, you can put the pictures up of the signs.
Is that gonna be in your edit?
Uh, probably not. Mine's
Are
mostly
we gonna go
footage.
through the photos, or are we just gonna save that all for the video?
We can maybe hit some highlights.
We can just do that. Yeah, I mean, if you want, like, do you want to take control, Owen, and go through it, or we could
I can,
wait
yeah.
too. We don't have to do it right now, but
No, I can go for it. Let me open up my photos.
there's my bowl.
There's Brendan's bowl.
It was good.
In Brendan's cool sweater. In
Brendan's
other
cool
sweater.
Brendan's cool sweater. Walking around Calgary. See now, yeah, it's hard because I have to try and find diamonds in the rough. The star stick opening. This is it's all.
All
We'll
the
see that
videos
later.
You're gonna we're
Yeah.
saving.
These were the two sides of mine. Sandy for Norris and Timmy Stew is my Hart Trophy winner.
He was running out of
sign.
He was running
Neither
out of
one got
time on
acknowledged.
Owen's Sandy one.
The classic. Hi, Dean.
It's a good one.
That's you.
Easily.
You're Dean.
No one emailed me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes.
Oh, before you joined, Owen, I was telling Brendan that we got a spam email saying we were in the top 90 NHL podcasts.
Nice. Wait, what? How would they? What? How would they
It was-
know to spam email us that?
Well, they wanted me to click a link to put our social in whatever other info in there to
Interesting.
help act our engagement. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good sign.
Travis Green's my favorite center, and
was like-
she wanted to distinctively mention that she spelled it with a U to be Canadian.
Nice.
Like I use
I also like the
kilometers.
polka dots. It reminds me of the little do you remember the specific dot paint things you had?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
In
The
kindergarten.
dab painters, yes. But no, this was all done with just a pack of Sharpies.
Yes,
And then the other side,
Fan
the best
favorite.
one, the one that got the most attention at the game.
There were a couple people
Deservedly
who
so.
asked to take a photo of this sign.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Which
oh,
is
it's
fun.
got the hashtag bread loves
It
hockey
does.
on there. So that's good.
On the way to the game, it was very fun. We stopped and looked at the Stampede, which was neat.
Yeah, it's like a
This is
whole
this other big building.
arena
It's
district there. It is a big building, yeah. Like
I think at the big water
there's
drop.
like two others to the right, I think, as well. That I don't think any of us took a picture of, but yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cats are fighting.
I like this one. Me and Kat kissing and Brendan just standing over here on the side.
Well, I was trying to get out of the
Just
shot, and
watch.
Bree's like, "You're still in it." I'm like, "Thanks."
Get out.
Maybe just
Very, very
angle it
funny,
another
very
way.
funny.
I
I
don't know.
was working on that.
Yeah, that was good. But here's the Saddle Dome.
We got
You
there.
can see some of the
Fun.
saddleness over here.
Yeah.
We got
They
there
walked up
plenty
and
early.
around. went in these doors down here and went to this hockey house, which was like a bar basically stapled to the side of the dome, and
We did a good
enjoyed
walkthrough.
ourselves there. Oh, that's a tough one for Bree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
struggle.
most of them in that
Don't look
angle
at any
were
of those
tough.
ones.
Just because we were looking
We did
right
some walking
at the
around.
sun.
Oh, one of the best photos of the trip, the Owen, Brendan locking eyes, locking arms, locking beers photo.
Didn't, oh yeah, and that, like, what was it called? Oskagen or something? That cider was
Oh, yeah, you did not like that one at all.
sweet. Like, I'm normally like, yeah, I can have a
Okanagan.
sweet one. Okanagan, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can handle it mostly, but yeah, I have never had a cider that sweet before. And we only wanted to get one to split between the two of us, and they
And then we
gave
you
us two, so we kind of just said, okay then. And yeah, that was my only drink for the night.
This was a good jersey we saw.
Yeah,
Was that
that
photo of the
that's a
menu,
great one.
or what was that? Past.
This was the locations of all the different food places.
Oh, okay.
food and beverage guy, they had a bunch of them, but although
Yes,
most of them were
yes,
covered
so it
up
had, like, a
partially
map.
with
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
So it's like helpful, but
you can only see
what am
the
I going to move the
pictures.
ketchup out of the way?
Yeah, you can see the pictures.
Ooh, is that Brendan getting some water?
This is Brendan testing out the water fountain. It
Dean
does
goes,
look like.
ooh.
That's the
Yep,
photo
good
you
water
want to
pressure
look.
in the saddle dome.
Yeah, did a quick test.
This one was cute in front of us, upside down. My first NHL game. So we went down forums and hung out, like basically this second row here, and did some fun yelling, holding up of our signs and such. This one, a very good one.
Wait, there's another one of these that's pretty good. Yeah, that one. I don't know why I'm like biting my
Right.
lower lip like that. I never do
Just
that.
so happy,
Fitting.
just so viscerally happy
Yeah.
and content, just satisfied with where he is
I-
exactly.
It's my
Another good
my
one?
happy place. Yeah, that one I had to take a
Islanders,
photo
my
of
balls
that.
itch. Sure.
Definitely an old Tavares that they said, yeah, we're turning this into something else.
We met this guy. He took some pictures for us and took some pictures of himself.
Were you
We
able to
had-
get your camera into these games?
I didn't try for
No.
either of them.
Hmm.
On the way back from the wonderful Sens win, which was, what was it, 4-1?
Sens.
1-1.
That's pretty good. We saw this big old freaking rabbit.
Huge.
Nice. That's a
It
big
was-
rabbit.
It is big.
It's
yeah.
a big rabbit. You saw it hopping around. It was like, oh, you're like at least 2 footballs big. You're not just like 1 football
Yeah.
big.
That's at least a cubic centimeter.
Centimeter.
Probably. Tagging the street
Oh,
light
that's a good little shot.
in Calgary. If you scan this one and send me a picture of it, I'll send you $50.
And you can see that I got a Calgary Flames hat
You did.
during the game. It
Get
was
a
a youth.
finger.
It was a youth size though because they didn't have that design in adult for some reason. So that was a bummer.
This was our Airbnb we stayed at
Nice.
in Calgary. It was nice. Crossroads
Red
Market,
box.
as mentioned, the bread box. Yep, we loved that. We
That
got
was good.
food
That
there
place was
multiple
good.
times.
We didn't get to try the deep dish pizza, but that looked pretty good.
We didn't. The focaccia was
yeah,
amazing.
the
The croissants
focaccia.
were amazing.
Brendan with the mic.
The pasta was amazing. It was a good time. And then this is what Brendan's, or I guess Kat saw for the whole way. Kat and Bree saw for the whole way up. And then this is what Brendan and Bree saw for the whole way back. Just sitting there. Today I spilled almost my entire coffee in my passenger seat.
Oh,
Wow.
So
he just
After
cleaned it.
detailing it.
I cleaned the crap out of the car. Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. I will include the house tour. So we don't need to do that now.
Okay.
Us with our friend
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick, baby. Yeah, Slick Rick.
So we were
interesting guy.
We were not sure if we were going the right way, and then we're like, and Bree's like, "Well, why don't we just follow the Edmonton fans?" And we're like, "We'll see." And then like Owen's like, "Nope, yeah, we got to go that way." And then so he like kind of just was there when we turned around, and we started chatting with him a little bit. And
here he is.
Owen said, "Oh, you want to take a picture with us?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Of course. And then he wanted to go like get a beer with us. It was a lot.
Yeah, he had some.
Me, Brendan, and Wayne
interesting
Gretzky all in
stories.
one photo. You ever think it would happen, Dean?
I knew it would happen someday.
And
You're right.
we finished the deal, whatever we were doing there.
Yeah, we agreed on it. We made it happen. Mission accomplished. We went to this team store. Oh, we got to look at some used pads and stuff. They were very lightweight and very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They had a little rink, a little circle rink outside their arena, which was really cool in their little like shopping district arena area.
Yeah, that's cool.
I couldn't convince Brendan to run across it.
No.
I tried. We sat on the bench with Nurse and Ekholm, our favorite Oilers.
I looked ready to play.
We also got our first game certificate, which was super cool.
It's
I really appreciate this person who put up with us and was willing to write Brad Loves Hockey podcast out
She
on
did a
here instead of
great
just
job.
somebody's name.
She did.
I almost pushed Brendan over the ledge, but we'll get to that later.
Oh.
Small details.
This was our view from our seats, way up. But they were really good. It was really fun. I liked the arena in Edmonton more.
Yeah.
As much as the Saddle Dome had vibes, Rogers was like, it was really nice.
Space.
It had a lot
little
more space in the concourse. I think like the outside is a little less interesting. But other than that,
Didn't go great for Edmonton.
did not go great for them. Yeah.
Nope.
Brendan went
Looking
0 for
pretty
2 on the
empty
road trip.
down there.
Classic.
It's really like I'm like, oh,
Yeah, down
this is
to
the
down
one.
to the bottom here. Yeah,
It
it's
won't-
not a
it
happy
won't
crowd
happen.
down here in the 100 section.
Yeah, by that point in the game.
And then
filtered
we go straight for the Boston Pizza on the way home. We got a square buffalo chicken something, very yummy. It's quite good.
Which one did you get, Bree?
And then
Whiskey barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
and then Brendan's pep.
Triple
pep.
pep.
Full pep.
The
I think it's hard to judge a pizza off of a
a...
personal.
Yeah, that's true. It's not quite the same.
And then we went exploring the next day,
Yeah,
and
the
we
kitty cat in the shop.
we went to this cool building that was basically just escalators inside. That was
There's
neat.
a bunch of plants. There's some descending videos.
This is a picture of Bree getting her feet wet.
They were so wet.
Yeah,
Continuing to.
Bree and I did not bring our boots on this walk, and that was
Some dumb reason.
a big mistake.
We had them back at
We-
the place.
They were in the car.
They were in the car. Yeah.
But we walked to a cool
We'll get a
spot.
look at our adventures in the dome, the pyramids, at a later date in my
Conservatory.
video.
Okay.
That'll be included.
Got a little bit of a preview
We took
there.
public transit.
Go public transit.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
We paid.
Look at them.
and we're
They're
like,
they're
"How much was
enjoying
that?"
public transit so much. So is this guy. This guy's enjoying public transit.
That's the thumbnail of the episode right there. That's our whole trip summed up. People staring at
Yep.
us uncomfortably. They'd be very
It
cute.
was we walked around, we got some food the next
food was
night.
pretty good, too.
That was pretty good.
Which place?
The what was it called?
Oh,
I
the
don't remember. The name.
the Donair.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine was. That's the first time I had one,
Messy.
and yeah, they
Brendan's
like
was a mess.
sauced it up as much as possible, and I liked the traditional
With the
sauce
tzatziki, yeah.
more than the one that I ended up getting, which is like a
Sweet
sweeter, sweet garlic. But other than that, and like basically falling apart on the table of our Airbnb, it was.
While
it
we're
was
trying to
good.
play a game.
made
Kat
lots
got
in
some
there.
pictures of the blizzard that we drove through, but she hasn't put hers in yet.
Mm.
We went over the pass by Glacier National Park, which was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was cool to go through Glacier
Took
on
a
the
pee
way
there.
back.
Yeah. And then by the time we got to Montana, it was like nice.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, no.
Up in Canada, it was this.
Snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't really get a very good shot on my camera.
This was the view from our apartment in Edmonton. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a cool.
Like we could just up against
cool
the
view.
glass, look out either way.
The windows
Just
were a
neat.
little sketchy, but
You know,
Windows were a little scary. We
we
survived.
Jinx, you're dead.
Oh, that was our
so
trip.
severe.
That was what we got.
Go trip.
Go
This is my
Trip.
favorite.
That could be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That should be the thumbnail.
What did we think about the individual games? Because we actually, like, in terms of the actual hockey play, we didn't really cover that.
I predicted the Senators game correctly.
You did.
If we will recall.
You did.
I
4-1.
did predict a 4-1 game.
Mm-hmm.
Flames
That's
scored
pretty cool.
first. I was all excited to rub it in Owen's face.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
I'm glad you had that.
for the game.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I got to have one moment where they were winning, and I was
Where you
like,
felt good.
yeah, I'm with everybody around me because everyone else was rooting for Ottawa. Good for them.
Woo! Go Sens!
I'm the freaking
Go
idiot.
Sens!
But like I told Owen, I said, if I'm rooting for the Flames, the Senators will win. So
That was a correct prediction.
that was really a gift
That's how
to
it
you
works.
and a sacrifice for me.
He made it happen.
I
I appreciate
I
it.
could have made all the home team fans happy, but
Right, by just rooting for all the aways. But no, you know, you took a bet, you rooted for the home teams, and turned out how we thought it would.
turned out how we thought it would. I mean, yeah,
That's true.
I do
we
think
didn't exactly expect
the
that.
Eastern teams are better than the Western teams in general, and yeah, the Flames are not super great.
No.
I mean, Carolina's obviously very good, and Edmonton should be good.
They were rough that night.
As far as that game goes, like, it was not ever.
No.
It didn't really feel like they were in it for most of the game. There were a couple of cool
The
moments.
Sens were in control.
McDavid didn't score a goal, so
Oh, you're talking about the Edmonton game.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Carolina seemed to just sort of have their way with them on most of the shifts. It wasn't crazy dominant, but it was consistently in charge, I would say.
Yeah, and I think they scored a goal after they scored an empty netter too, if I'm not mistaken. So that's always, or maybe Edmonton scored after Carolina scored an empty netter.
Yeah, it was 5-2 and then 5-3 and then 6-3 maybe.
That might be it. Yeah, they like pulled the goalie again, and then okay, we'll just get another empty netter, and now it's really over.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
like I said,
atmosphere
Rogers was really cool.
decent.
Yeah, I think both games were pretty enjoyable overall.
And we obviously had very polarizing seats, so we really got
About as different as they could get.
a
yeah.
range of motion there. I mean, obviously it's two different arenas, but I thought, like, Rogers still felt pretty like intimate, even though it was pretty big. Like, you only have the two bowls, and then like a little mezzanine area, but it felt like I thought we were pretty much in the action, even though we were like 2 rows ahead of the very back of the arena, basically, besides the standing room only. So I enjoyed that, and then Calgary was different, just being so close to the glass and having partially obstructed views that you can't really see everything. So it's a different experience, but we wanted to get close. We obviously had the signs, which probably got on TV for like a little bit, maybe. There was one guy that definitely
Some of it.
told Owen to stop flashing the sign during the game.
Yeah.
But
Like just some other fan.
yeah, not like
That
a
wasn't happy
security
with me.
person or whatever.
Well, a lot of times, like I was trying to get video from watching the game of you guys, and like before the face-off, they'd be zoomed in on the player or whatever, so it wouldn't to
Right.
the face-off until the puck drops. So it was hard because like that's when you guys were holding up the sign or waving. Like I sent Owen the 2 videos they got, but
Yeah, it was close. My mom said that she apparently was able to recognize us and say that she saw us, but I believe her.
yeah.
I was there. We were there.
We'll need to look at the archived footage of the ESPN broadcast from the game.
Yeah, scan through the whole game.
Yeah,
Could be fun. Get some fun clips of us doing something stupid.
I'm not busy.
I'm not busy.
I think didn't Dean, you found like some website that has like the full game broadcast after the fact?
Well, ESPN will do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
ESPN
that other
has it
website too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I forgot
less
ESPN did
legal
that.
one.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
we'll use the legal means if
Sometimes it's just the way you need to do it.
necessary. Okay. I mean,
But yeah, that was a blast. That was also
the trip.
trade deadline was while we were out there.
Yeah, so
Are
we
you
were
glad
like,
you didn't take a day off,
following
Brendan, to
along.
stream the deadline?
Well, I kind of did, but I wasn't streaming the deadline. We were just reacting as fans like everybody else.
But you were just
Right.
sitting in
And
front of your
driving.
computer for 6 hours while nothing happened.
Yeah, it was not a very eventful one last year, and I mean, yeah, it was just a lot of refreshing Twitter and chatting with a few people, but I still had some amount of fun. I think this year was a little bit better though,
Yeah.
I mean,
being with
yeah,
friends.
I had fun. We just hung out and talked about the deadline. Pretty much it.
Yep. Oh, and you didn't mention your souvenir puck that you got at the Calgary
Oh,
game.
I did. Yeah, that was fun. I got a souvenir puck at the Calgary game, which I liked. I was really excited. They had like the warm up pucks, like the authentic game used ones, or I guess warm up used ones that they then sell after the anthems, like, and during the first intermission. And I go up and I buy the very last one that the guy has, and the entire Senators logo is rubbed off.
Oh.
Yeah, that like.
But you
That's
that-
how you
kinda
know it was used.
Right? And I still ended up getting it. It was only like souvenir that I got. But yeah, I think it's pretty funny. It was still wet in the box when I got it.
Yeah.
That's how you could tell it was authentic.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
Like, I see why this is the only one left.
Yeah. It makes a little bit of sense now.
And that was the only kiosk that even had them. So it was like, that was literally the last one in the
Yeah.
arena for that game.
Yeah. I was lucky. I almost got the second to last one, and then somebody else grabbed it.
Yeah.
As I was walking up and looking at it, I was like, "Oh, bummer."
Ah,
Okay.
guess I'll
I
take
guess
this
that's
one.
yours.
Do I get like a discount
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
logo
$5
not
off.
even being there? Yeah, you got to give me something to like, dude, someone else will grab that for full price immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Someone else will take that.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
the only
I
thing
mean-
I got was the hat.
It was fun. True. Yeah,
We
you
also
didn't get the
had
second place.
less opportunity because we had to fly. So,
Right.
like, our options for souvenirs were limited. Oh, I did get the foam finger, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made Brendan get a foam finger.
That's also behind me now. I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with this.
Root for
Memories.
things.
And then I think it was you, Owen, when we were walking into the Oilers game. You're like, oh, get another foam finger.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Work for all
want.
the teams.
Like, I don't want the responsibility of
A foam finger for each team.
You have to go back to the other arenas now.
Yep, and get foam fingers at all of them.
No, I'm
That's
not
when
going
you'll
back to
truly be
Arizona.
finished with your quest. Yeah. Gone forever. You should have gotten a foam finger while it
Shoulda
was still
gotten
there.
one.
Dang. Could be worth a lot.
Yeah.
Probably get one on eBay.
Probably.
But yeah, I guess that's it for the trip, and there'll be more on that with Owen is working on some additional content for us.
Diligently.
He mentioned we had the lapel mics that Owen was able to acquire, thanks to a Best Buy gift card from Kat.
Yeah.
So that
Went
was
to go
nice.
buy them. I was looking at them. They were like $80. I was like, yeah, I'll go spend $80. I was looking to get a new mic for this anyways, and it would be fun for while we're on the trip. And Kat said, "Oh, I have this gift card for Best Buy. I haven't used it. Don't remember where it's from. It says $5. You can have it." Perfect. We go to check out, and we look at the guy after we give him the gift card, and he's like, "Okay, you're all set." What? He's like, "Yeah, gift card covered all of it." We're like, okay. Bye. And we leave with our mic and drive away and go over to Target, and the whole time think, "Oh man, when's the Best Buy guy gonna show up and say, hey, we actually need $75 more?" But he never did.
Can you look at how much is left on the card? It still
1
say
cent. I don't know if he accidentally typed in that the gift card was supposed to be 80 when it was supposed to charge 80. I don't know what happened. But somehow.
Thanks
Pretty
to
cool.
that employee.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out your local Best Buy guy.
Donate podcast.
What was that?
But he did. He recognized you guys, but didn't want to say
Right.
anything, and just wanted to donate to the podcast, but not give it.
One
away.
of our subscribers.
Huge
Thanks,
homie.
buddy.
He probably saw one of the stickers in
Thanks.
Missoula. Which
I
guess,
try not to sticker Missoula too much.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, we didn't really talk much about our time in Missoula because it was pretty limited for us, obviously, on this trip. We were there for a couple hours when we landed on Wednesday. Just maybe not even that long, just waiting for Owen to get off of work. And we did get the grocery store. It was very nice.
Yep.
We got a couple of very good paninis from there.
Very good.
They had some good options. Oh, that was the other pizza that I got. I was like, I know I got a pepperoni pizza from somewhere. I got one on Wednesday.
The grocery store
for lunch.
pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah.
Only 2
No,
slices,
it's
not
the
a
fancy
whole,
grocery
not
store.
A whole pie. Good food or whatever, is that what it's called?
A good food store. Yeah.
It was.
Pretty good.
They were right, and yeah, that was
The food's generally good. Yeah.
We saw Owen briefly in the morning before we left, and then Kat took us to the airport in the afternoon.
Yep.
And we did have
I went to work.
We did have some mishaps with the travel. On the way there, we were dangerously close to missing our connecting flight in Chicago. We had a delay because at Albany they had to de-ice the plane, and we had to wait in line for another plane to finish up. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be close, because I knew we only had 45 minutes was our expected layover time, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna be a little late, and we were just getting in, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be really, really close. We had to wait to get to our gate. It was a slightly different gate than the one we were initially thinking we were coming in on, and yeah, Bree and I ran as much as we could in our boots as well.
Yeah.
And we made it with 5 minutes to spare. And luckily they let us off the plane early, because anyone who needed to, there were enough people that had connecting flights that we were able to get out, because we were the last seats in the plane, I think, for that one. So we're like, oh.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, I'm glad they do that now.
Yeah, that would have been.
You would have been
really
screwed
not
otherwise.
Fun. We would have. And then on the way back, we had a longer expected overlay in Chicago. We had 3 hours, or layover rather, and so we're like, all right, this is gonna be fine. The gate changed 4 times while we were there. Literally, we were at a gate. They announced it over the intercom at that gate that it was changing, and by the time we were walking to the one that they told us about, it had changed again, and we only overheard another passenger who was like, oh, I think it's this one. Are you
luckily
going?
I asked. I was
are you going to Albany? We thought it was this one. Nope, look. And then we saw on the board that it had already changed again. Oh my gosh.
Is this Frontier? It sounds like Frontier.
No, American. It was American, which is the
a lot
next
of people were
step
saying
up.
was pretty that was pretty average for American. Like a lot of the passengers were like, "This happens all the time." We're like, "Okay."
I never flown
I've
out
had
of
similar
Chicago
problems
before.
in Chicago. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then it was
That was not
also
great.
delayed by 2 hours. So we were in the airport originally for a 3-hour layover and then an additional 2 hours because the other flight got in late and then there was a light out on the plane that they absolutely had to fix before we took off.
Yeah. So that was part of the like the gate changes was they were trying to get us a plane because the one that we were expecting was already delayed, and so that kind of set a chain reaction. And then that they had some light that took like 45
So
minutes
long to
to an
fix.
hour for them to fix. And then we like finally it was. We knew we were getting in late, like we were anticipated to get in around midnight in Albany, so we landed at like, I don't know, 1:40 or 1:30 or something like that, our time. And
That's tough.
then the freaking plane wouldn't dock to
my
the
God,
damn
they couldn't.
gate. And
It
we
was
were so
infuriating.
furious. I mean, it was like we've just had enough of this. We want to go.
Yeah.
We checked our bags, so we had to go to
Yeah.
baggage claim, and for a second there, I thought they didn't have my bag, but they did another loop around, and it did eventually pop out. Thank God.
Yeah, the lady at one point was like, "There's no more bags left," and there were like 10 to 15 people waiting for their bags. So obviously, chaos kind of ensued. But luckily, they did come back.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, and the reading light at my seat, ironically, on the one that they had to fix the light, did not work.
No.
So I was like,
Oh, nice.
Great.
No reading for you.
Well, I just used Breeze and angled it to me as much as I could.
And I
And
slept.
she was sleeping, so that was all well
I
and
took
good.
2 Dramamine and I wasn't there.
Nice.
That's, we lucked
Wake
out
up at a new
with,
place.
with that, not having any major motion sickness issues.
And then we drove 45 minutes home. Made it back at about 3 a.m.
2:45, we got in the door, 3 o'clock, we're in bed.
And then you went to work the next day?
I did, yeah.
But work from home.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had class at 10.
Okay.
So
that's not bad.
Nah, not the worst.
it could have been worse.
But we were also dealing with a lot of weird time changes because we had both the spring ahead
Totally.
time
Oh,
change
yeah.
and the 2 hours. So, like, it was
The spring ahead
kind
was
kind of weird.
weird. We didn't really sleep in many of the days for the trip
No.
because
A lot of getting up.
we had travel requirements. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
all right.
we had things to do, places to be.
I think it was all worth it.
Yeah, I had a blast.
Me too. So we'll look forward to whatever next season brings. We'll have, the schedule to look at around the beginning of July, and we'll see who's interested in going where and when and all that. It's always fun to decide. We I don't know. Maybe we'll do one a little bit closer to me this time.
There's not many
Well, we're
left.
running out of
Not many, no.
two close arenas. We got the Florida one still. We got the what is it, St.
Chicago,
Louis,
Minnesota.
or Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago, Minnesota. Or isn't Chicago and St. Louis also kind of?
Yeah, I'd do that and then do Minnesota and Winnipeg as a pair, even though they're like
Those are
they're like 7 hours
relatively
apart.
central.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's near? Isn't there something near Chicago or maybe not?
St. Louis.
Yeah. Okay.
Detroit.
Well, that too.
Well, we've been there.
and then it's Seattle, Vancouver.
Yeah, maybe we looked at Chicago, Detroit ones in the past. I don't know, but yeah, we're checking them off.
Getting there. Well, Dean, you didn't check these off.
No,
So
I
you
mean
had to stay
Brendan's
in
checking them
Colorado.
off.
Have you felt
we got,
left out
We got.
today, Dean? Because you weren't.
What'd you
on- Have you felt left out today, going over the trip?
No, it was fun looking at all the photos as you guys put them in the shared album too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I enjoy doing that.
we took plenty of photos. There's a lot of bird photos that I'm sure are to come
Yeah.
from Owen and Kat.
Yeah, I still haven't uploaded my. I should have done that when I got home from work today. I totally forgot. I haven't uploaded my camera photos yet. This is the first it's even come out of the bag.
There's probably just a bunch more shots of us in, the streets and
Yeah, because I
in
didn't
the restaurants
bring it
or
into the
whatever. We
game.
don't have any more shots of the arenas. So yeah, that brings my total up to 20 of the current
Damn.
NHL arenas. I think it's 21 if you with Arizona, but of the current ones, it's 20.
It's a lot.
So yeah, and then of course we saw the new arena in Calgary right across the street from the Saddle Dome. So they have one more season after this one in Calgary, according to some worker that we talked to there. And so
some person.
I'm glad that I was able to see the Saddle Dome while it was still in operation, even if it's a little bit older, not as spacious, especially in the concourse and stuff. But it was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll have plenty of time to go back and check out the new one when that one's, because it'll be new for a while, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Go back to Crossroads.
Yeah, go back to Crossroads, and I guess we'll go see the Flames while we're here. Why not?
Yeah, whatever.
Might as well.
Sure. All right, I guess that concludes the trip segment. I think Bree probably is gonna not stick around for the trade deadline portion of today's
okay.
Actually, the
program.
Frost are playing right now, so I'm gonna go try and watch them
Ooh, go Frost!
because I haven't been able
Go
to catch a game.
Frost.
That's
Bye.
I don't know if you had mentioned
Bye,
that was
Bree.
your
Bye, Bree.
PWHL affiliation yet on the podcast.
Well, if I haven't, I am now.
It's official.
Go Frost. Bye.
It's official. Bye.
Do we want to just, since we have those two Instagram posts, go team by team in the East and team by team in the West?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
And do you wanna? We can just give them a quick letter grade.
Okay.
Seems to be the thing people do, even if it's a little unfair.
I mean, that or tier list, but
Tier list, yeah. All right, I guess let's just start with the Boston Bruins in the Eastern Conference. Dean, your thoughts on a pretty uneventful trade deadline for the Bruins?
Yeah, so they traded for Lucas Reichel, Alexis Gendron, and Massimo Rizzo. And they traded away Brett Harrison, Jackson Edward, and a 2026 sixth-round pick. So all basically AHL players. And I'm honestly, I'm happy with this. No, almost any other year, I'd be like, we didn't do anything. That's dumb. We either should have bought or we should have sold. But I think I mentioned on a couple podcasts ago that we're kind of in this limbo spot where we didn't expect to be in a playoff position. So it's do we sell and then maybe miss the playoffs? It's I don't want to be buyers because we're just kind of playing with house money. But it seems like the players are happy with this because it's kind of showing faith in the team, just keeping them together. It's you guys worked hard, you guys made it to this part, this. You're in a wild card spot right now, so just keep it going. We're not gonna break the band up. Just see what happens. So it's kind of showing trust in the players, and I feel the same way. I'm let's just ride it out. We don't need to do anything crazy, and I'm totally fine with it. I'm not gonna give it probably anything in the A's just because it's nothing happened, but I'll give it a B plus. You just by not doing anything, you did good. You didn't screw it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not we got so much back for Jackson Edward or whatever. I've heard of Lucas Reichel, but I don't know the other two. In a sixth-round pick, who cares? I don't know.
And of note as well with the players that they acquired, so they got Rizzo from the Flyers, and then 6 days later after the trade deadline, which you can technically still trade, they just can't play for your NHL club that season. So they trade away Rizzo and Dalton Bancroft to Nashville in exchange for Navrin Mutter. If that isn't a hockey name, I don't know what is. But yeah, I don't know what the situation is with Rizzo. If they just took him and then they're we really don't need this guy. We just took him to facilitate the deal, or like I don't know how these AHL trades really work themselves out, but I didn't know if you had heard
Donsley's
that.
cooking. That's
Yeah.
what's happening.
Like we can
Doing something.
obviously sweeten the deal with who we just got in Rizzo to get Mutter, everybody's favorite prospect. I had obviously
Okay.
never
Dean
heard of him.
says, what was that? B plus, Dean?
Sure.
B plus. I'll say.
Brendan, what do you? Oh, I was gonna say we just each do a different team. Brendan.
Oh,
you
different
got
team.
Buffalo.
Okay, all right, that fits.
Just so we can.
I'm with
keep
it.
it rolling.
I'm with it. In the door for Buffalo: Logan Stanley, Luke Shen, Sam Carrick, Tanner Pearson. So not any names that are like absolutely wowing you, but they're all pretty clearly depth pieces. It's the annual Luke Shen trade for a team at the deadline, so he adds another notch to his long belt. Stanley and Pearson, both trades from Winnipeg. I liked Pearson for the brief time he was with Vegas, and he's bounced around a little bit, but he's got some stability. And Stanley's like decent. He's very big. He's not like a super strong defenseman. And Carrick, I think, has already scored a goal for them. And then
in that game that we listened to.
Oh, that's right. I think that was his first with the team.
Mm-hmm.
And then out the door, Jacob Bryson, Isaac Rosen, a couple of prospects that, they're like, I'm not super upset with them going. 2027 second, 2026 third, 2026 fourth, sixth, and seventh. So the worst pick, or like the highest pick you trade out, is a second rounder.
Not bad.
I think you might not want to get rid of a ton of picks, but a fourth, a sixth, a seventh this year, to get players for your potential
Third
push.
as well as this year.
And the third, yes, you're right. Not too bad. Like, I think there was pretty clearly a Parayko deal that they were intending to get done that didn't go through because Parayko you exercised his no trade clause or no movement clause. I can't remember which one it is. I think no trade.
As he was given the ability to do in negotiating.
So that wasn't able to happen, and maybe that's something that gets re-explored in the summertime. We heard rumors about another team that has that in the works. We'll check back in on that, but I think overall for right now, I would give them either a B plus or an A minus. Like, I think B plus is fair. They didn't get anybody that blows me away, but they at least added some depth to a team that's like trying to make the playoffs, and it's a young team too.
If I was a Buffalo fan, I would have wanted them to do more, I think.
I just feel like for what they paid, like what they bought, they didn't overpay. So like,
sure.
I don't know. Like they made their team better and didn't give up a ton of futures, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, Carolina. Brought in Nick Delorier for next year's 7th rounder.
Wow.
I think this is a decent pickup. Delorier brings some grit for the playoffs that I think is helpful for any team making the playoffs, and paying a 7th rounder next year is essentially nothing. Pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
I think the problem with Carolina is maybe the recipe is that you don't do a lot, because the last couple of years it feels like they've done a lot and it hasn't always gone well. Like swinging big with Gensel, swinging big with Rantanen. Like you try and make these things happen, but I don't know. I feel like in order to reach that next level, maybe it takes adding, like Florida has the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think.
So I'd give them a C for Carolina.
It makes sense. Like, I'm sure a lot of fans and Brindamore said that the players were also expecting a splash. Like, you know, hoping to be rewarded with a strong player coming in, based on how they've played in this regular season so far. So for that, I understand why people would be disappointed. I don't think the Delorier trade is a bad value, like you guys were saying. I think that's totally worth the 7th round pick, and yeah, you would just like to see a little bit more. I'm fine with a C, maybe give him a C plus. Feeling generous.
I'll give him a C
was-
minus.
Yeah. So and it was my pick anyways. And now Dean
Balanced out
gets
as
to
a C.
grade Columbus.
Columbus gets Connor Garland for a 2028 second round pick and a 2026 third round pick. Sure.
Doesn't move the needle at all. But also, what is Columbus? Are they a bubble team? Are they a playoff team? Are they a
I don't think they know
boring
because they
draft pick?
didn't make a very definitive move at the deadline. Like
They don't know what
they're-
they are.
They're right outside the wild card race right now. They're a point behind Boston, who's in the second spot, but they also only 2 points behind the Islanders and the Metro, so they could get in either way.
Also
you would
losing
think-
tonight.
They'd be close enough to the playoff picture where they'd want to buy more.
Right.
Like especially
I'm
if they
surprised by
haven't seen
them.
a lot of success. So you'd think they'd try to make a bigger splash, but at the same time, maybe like we've seen in the past with places like Columbus and Seattle where players don't really want to go there, so the teams have to pay more. So maybe there just wasn't a deal to be had. Like they
Right.
don't have to overpay. So they're like, well, we either overpay and get these guys, but maybe that's not worth it for them based on where they are in the standings. So they're like, I guess we just won't. We're not going to force anything at this point in our, I guess, team development. So maybe that's the best they could do. I will give them a B minus.
B minus.
I think that's fair. All
Okay,
right.
Brendan, I'm going to be very opinionated about what you say next.
Well, I mean, how about you just take this one? I don't have to go this time around if you want to talk about
Okay,
Detroit.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you.
Okay.
I think
in
Detroit
the
shit the bed
spirit
here.
of the trade deadline.
Yeah.
It's the deal is
Spirit of
one
the
for
trade
one.
deadline. You get Florida, I'll get Detroit.
Okay.
Because they're next.
Yeah.
In the door, David Perron, who we weren't even playing anymore. Justin Falk, and a 2026 third. And out the door is Elmer Soderblom, Justin Holl, Dmitry Buchelnikov, never heard of. This year's first, this year's third, this year's third, this year's fourth. I think that's a lot to give up for a third round pick, a very old defenseman, and a very old forward.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like,
I think you're
Detroit
happy as a
is
Sens
finally-
fan.
I'm very happy as a Sens fan. Very happy. But if I was a Wings fan, I'd be pissed off. Like, you're in the playoffs you're finally above the line for once in 9 years. The Yzer plan is maybe coming along, maybe. And this is the nail in the coffin, proverbially, is you're getting David Perron and Justin Falk. This is what's gonna help rise you up to the playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't think so, Detroit.
And
I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, you lose Hall. Is Justin Falk an upgrade over a Hall? Probably a little
Sure.
bit, but not like.
But
a
he's also
ton.
2 years older?
Yeah, he's probably a little bit older. Soderblom, he's been in the organization for a little bit, and big boy. So that's a big body going out the door. I'm not familiar with Buchelnikov, so not going to comment on that.
Never
But
heard
giving him up a first rounder is always tough. I think that was part of the Falk deal. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean
I think that's part of making the Falk trade not look so great is you're giving up a first for that an experienced defenseman. Yes.
definitely experienced. Can't deny that.
Yes. I'm doing my best to channel out my hate for Detroit and just channel what grade they should get. I really want to say D for Detroit, but instead I will give them a C minus.
C minus. That's what I was thinking too.
I'll give him a C.
Not a great job.
for
Okay.
Detroit.
There you go.
C for Detroit.
Okay.
Okay, Brendan. The Panthers.
The Panthers, pretty uneventful. They didn't really commit to a hard sell. In the door, Vinny Hinostroza and a 2026 seventh round selection in exchange for Jeff Petrie. So, okay. They lose a depth defenseman that they barely had on the team, and they pick up Hinostroza, who's bounced around enough where it's like, all right, we pretty much know
worth is there?
We know what we're getting here, not any offense. So they didn't commit to the sell. They're hoping that this is a fluke because of injuries and just playoff time catching up to them probably a little bit too. And so they didn't want to really sell everything. I don't know if they had a ton to really sell off either. They didn't do any big splashes like getting rid of Bobrovsky or anything
it would be big
drastic.
Moves if you're selling pieces off.
So they weren't really ready to commit to that, or if they were, they didn't get an offer.
There were no biters
enough that they were willing to make a move. So I'll just give them you get a B. You didn't really do anything, but you didn't really fuck up your team. So
and you're not really in a position to do much.
Good on you for not really overstepping your bounds.
Because again, like you said, I don't think you sell at this point. You just like, yeah, we got a bunch of injuries. We were unlucky. We'll run it back next year.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do the next two.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
The Habs did nothing. So I guess we can still rate them.
More to come. Like, if you're a Habs fan, are you happy with them doing absolutely nothing?
I think you want them to do a little bit of a buying. I'd say a C+.
Yeah. You didn't ruin it, but you definitely should have gotten somebody, I think.
And the rumor with that one is that Hughes had something in the works, and that time kind of expired by the time that they were really agreeing on something. So expect a big move in the offseason was basically what he was suggesting. And, we've got time between now and then, and who knows how things can change. But I'm sure that fueled a lot of fires in Montreal. They're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
The Devils also didn't do anything. You could argue they should have sold, or you could argue that maybe they're trying to run it back next year too, and they're like, we don't want to sell because we can still be good.
That's a tough one.
I think for them, it's bad not to sell. Like they really need to understand where they're at, and they need like a serious shakeup. And I don't know necessarily if that's like. I don't think you need to gut the roster, but you need some changes, maybe some organizational changes. You're not getting all of that in the trade deadline, of course, but probably some selling could have happened.
At the same time, like, you don't know what was on the table for them, and it's like, I don't like when GMs make moves just to make moves. It's like maybe they wanted to move some things around, and they're like, someone was like, yeah, we'll take Jack Hughes for 2 second rounders, and that was like their best offer. So we're just not gonna do anything. No one wants to trade with us or give us a deal that's worthwhile for us. So like
because anyone will take your stars for pennies.
You don't know. We don't know what they would have potentially turned down or accepted. And like, oh my gosh, you really took a 6th rounder for him, or So that makes sense. What's your grade, Dean? Then
I'll still give him a C.
Okay.
C for New Jersey.
You could give every team the benefit of the doubt, but we're trying to be consistent here, and the not doing nothing, they should have done something. So that's where we're at.
The Islanders.
Here's one where you don't just make a trade to make a trade.
They trapped Braden Shen in a room, and they convinced him one way or another to be an Islander, and they paid for it. I don't know how much ice time Drouin was getting recently, but Drouin, Marcus Gildoff, a 1st and a 3rd this year. I don't think it's a crazy pay.
Really?
There was other people in on Shen and you're trying to show, as a new GM, I think you're trying to show this team that you will be rewarded for playing really well. I don't think Braden Shen's contract is going to come back to bite them in the ass because of how young this team is in ways and how much sort of like a fluke this is. Like, this isn't a potential fluke. I don't think they're going to run into an issue in 2 years where they're like, ah, man, I wish we didn't ever have Braden Shen on our team. And I don't think their first round pick this year is going to be that good.
No, it'll probably be in the early to mid 20s.
Right.
But you can find good players there. Like, it's never great to be trading a first, but
there's Hall of Famer drafted at any position, right? Like, it's possible. But yeah, I mean, you want to maybe make a playoff run this year, and you're gonna start that by doing something positive here. I think the Islanders did exactly what they needed to do. You know, don't go out and get Panarin. I don't think you need that. That's not what this team needs right now. We'll give them a flat B.
Flat B. Okay, I think some Islanders fans might think you're being a little generous. I know Zane was pretty devastated when he saw the return. He was already not super thrilled about acquiring Shen to begin with, just based on his age and his play with St. Louis this year and of late. But we'll see. We'll see how he does.
Totally.
One other thing to note about this particular trade is that the Blues and the Sharks, and the Islanders were both staying in the same hotel because they were going to each be playing San Jose coming up. So that probably helped facilitate things a little bit. I saw.
Yeah, that was the convincing in the hotel room.
I saw funny.
Yeah, he met with Matthew Darsh and Patrick Waugh, right?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
He did.
Like, all
I
right.
had, like, a sit down and like, hey, so how about this?
We'll bring him
take
over
you.
to you. Yeah. Like, thank you.
You're on this side of the hotel now.
Yeah. Like, you got to stay in the Islanders block now. All right.
Funny if it worked that way.
So for the Rangers, in the door, Aiden Thompson, Jacob Battaglia, a third round this year and a sixth rounder this year. And they sell Sam Carrick, Derek Pouliot, Brennan Othman. I don't remember being super wowed by either of the prospects that they acquired. I don't really remember much about them. So I don't have much to say. A couple of picks this year, like a third. Yeah, that's decent. I don't know if Carrick was going to stick around. Pouliot, if you can get anything for him, that's great. And Othman has been in the organization long enough where he is a player that like makes sense as a potential trade piece for them. Just like he hasn't, I don't know if he ever got enough opportunities in like the Rangers lineup to, you know, have a fair look at like if he could be a staple or not. I want to say he hasn't gotten like a huge amount of ice time with them, if any. I think maybe a little bit, but this is fine. Like they didn't do an aggressive sell. Obviously, the Panarin trade was a separate thing, so that you know we've already discussed that. So that was part of their overall trading for the regular season. Overall record or grade for this one, I'll give them. I think it's probably fine to give them a B. Just not knowing the prospects, like that could bump me up a little bit. They didn't gain any super high draft picks. They didn't get like a star prospect, but they also didn't like sell off any big names where it's worth, you know, where you can get one of those.
Chesty didn't go to
picks.
Edmonton.
Yeah, didn't do anything drastic. We'll see if like they really should have sold more and committed to a more serious rebuild or retool, or I don't know what needs to be done with them, but I'll give them a B.
I think that's fair. Dean?
Washington. They sold a lot.
They sold a lot.
So they got rid of John Carlson, Nick Dowd, a fourth and a sixth next year, or I guess this year. And they got Jesper Vikman, Timothy Liljegren, David Camp, a 2026 first, a 2027 third, another 2027 third, and a 2029 second. That's a long ways away.
That's a 14-year-old.
Obviously, there's a lot about
Crazy.
like coming out with the Capitals players with the John Carlson trade and
Yeah.
some sad guys like Ovi, Tom Wilson,
And
'Cause,
Dowd
I mean,
too.
there-
Dowd had been there a while as well.
yeah. Because there had been talks in the past about keeping it together until like Ovi retires, or at least definitely keep it together until he breaks the goal record, which he did.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I guess they're at the point where Ovi's pretty old. He's not moving the needle. They're not really a playoff caliber team, despite making it last year. So it's
Right.
kind of time, especially if you can get the return that they did
Right.
for these players.
Best time to
So-
sell them.
I'd give them an A-.
Yeah, I think it's emotionally this one hurts, but math-wise, I think this trade deadline makes a lot of sense for the Caps.
Yeah, I know Sam was pretty distraught at some of the trades, and like he didn't
I
really
think that's just how it's going to be.
didn't really want a goaltender either. Vikman is the goaltender from Vegas, so that was in the Nick Dowd deal. So I liked Vikman, but I think Lindbaum is probably like the one goaltender we have in our system that is the future. Liljegren reunites with Sandin from Toronto, their Toronto days. So that was fun. I don't really get trading for David Camp, but okay,
Yeah.
whatever. So they did a little
Whatever.
They did a little hybrid kind of thing where they did trade a few draft picks, but overall they gained some decent assets.
Yeah,
Just at
it's
some
definitely
heavy
more of a
cost.
filling the cupboards sort of trade deadline for them.
Yeah.
Okay, Philly. They bring in David Jiricek for Bobby Brink. They also get next year's 7th rounder, Brett Harrison and Jackson Edward. I haven't heard any of those guys. And they lost Nick Delorier, like we talked about, Bobby Brink, Alexi Gendron, and Massimo Rizzo.
So Gendron, Rizzo, Harrison, Edwards were all the AHL players.
That's all
on
they,
the-
yeah. So,
on the Bruins
and your
trade.
other one is Bobby Brink for David Jiricek. Like, two guys that haven't really lived up to potentials, and then also you shipped out a grinder or like a tough guy. So like, I don't know what the Flyers were supposed to do this year. I don't know. Like they're certainly not making the playoffs. It doesn't seem.
No.
And so it's like, what do you are you a team that you think you're getting better, or are you a team that you need to like? I feel like all these trades, you're telling me nothing. You did nothing.
They don't have they don't have a ton of like tantalizing UFAs for next year that they could really sell. And I think they're like understanding they're in the slow, still continuing to rebuild phase. They still have Tocchet there. So yeah, you don't want to do like a super aggressive sell for no reason when it's like, yeah, we're just still trying to get the best out of these players and see who's going to be on our roster next year sort of thing. I get not doing a big sell. All right.
So I will give Philly a C plus, because I don't think you have to do a lot. There's not a lot of expectations, but also, like, I don't know.
Didn't really wow you.
Yeah,
Just
not impressed.
Some strange trades. Okay, Pittsburgh pretty easy. They acquire Soderblom from Detroit for a 2026 third-round pick. Okay, is he worth a third-round pick? Maybe he is. He's big. That could be good. They're in a weird spot where they didn't they are in a playoff spot at this moment, but they've got Crosby hurt. I think he might be coming back tonight, actually. Not sure about that. I think he's very close to a turn. And then Malkin's still out for a little bit with a suspension. So they they understand that they're in kind of like a transition phase where they've got some young guys like Kindell and we'll see if McGroarty or Jaeger rather comes up. Or no, they traded Jaeger. I can't remember.
Got McGroarty.
I think they got McGroarty.
They got McGroarty.
Yeah. So there's a couple other young guys that they're trying to transition in, but and Soderblom still pretty young. I don't know.
Okay, what do you give him, Brendan?
I'll give him a B plus. You didn't ruin the team.
Okay, Brendan, do Tampa as well, and then Dean can do the next one after that, and then I'll do the last one.
Tampa acquires Corey Perry for a 2028 second-round pick. Welcome back, Corey Perry. You just punched your ticket into the finals, so that's good.
For a second in 2 years?
A second? They're like, whatever. He's obviously helped us before. It's a second. It is like not nothing.
Totally.
But and he's a 40-year-old player, but he has still continued to play well enough, even, this season with LA, where it's like, okay, for some reason Corey Perry can still play hockey, and he has he scored a couple goal, at least one goal in that Buffalo game, and I think this works for them. Is it a great trade?
Seems like it.
Like, I don't know.
No, it's good enough.
I'll give him an A minus because I think they're familiar with him. They know what they're doing.
I also feel like there weren't many teams that did like just a straight up rental because this is his last year of his
There weren't that many. There weren't many.
So
like,
we're trading a pick just to have him for the playoffs.
Basically,
like, well, then they can not decide to re-sign him if they want, but
he might.
Yeah,
he still doesn't seem like he's ready to retire.
Yeah, well, and tax-free state, so who knows?
Yeah. Okay, Dean, give us the laughs.
I'm doing Toronto.
You're doing Toronto.
So they traded away Nick Waugh, Bobby McMahon, and Scott Laughton, and they got a third, a fourth, and a fifth for this year, and a first and a second for next year. So a lot of the names that had been circulated for weeks now are no longer in the Leafs organization, and they got a decent haul as far as future draft picks. So, I mean, and it's not like a huge sell. They didn't sell any like big names,
right?
But obviously, they decided probably not going to make the playoffs, so they're not going to buy.
Probably not.
Probably the right decision.
Yeah,
I'll give them a B plus.
Could have maybe sold a little bit more. There were probably a couple of the pieces, like if we could move those out too, that would be great. But yeah, again, it's one of those things you don't want to just sell for the sake of getting whatever you want. Like if you still think you got a future with this player, don't do that. But I think that's fair. I definitely saw Leafs fans like hoping for more, but it is what it is. Was your best bang for your buck there, I think. So that also changes what they, the return they got for Marner, basically, because they only got Waugh for Marner in that trade, so you could just add that to the trade tree a little bit.
Right.
That was... What did they get for the individual Waugh trade? The fifth and the first. So, yeah, not bad. All right, last one, Owen, for the East.
Last one. Ottawa Senators. bring in Warren Fogle, ship out David Perron, move some picks around. We give up a second and a third in this year. We get a third and a fourth in this year. So basically each pick just moves back a year.
Yeah.
Or back around. And we swap Perron for Fogle. I'll take that. Perron was not making the lineup. Fogle is making the lineup. He's already scored. He seems like a good, hardworking guy. I don't think the Sens needed to do a lot this trade deadline. Mackenzie Weegar would have been cool. Ottawa guy. I could see us potentially. There's talks of him coming to Ottawa, and I think that would have been the only other thing that Ottawa needed to do. Especially after signing James Reimer, because a backup goalie is maybe the Sens' biggest need on the team. But those are also hard to come by, right? We didn't see any NHL caliber goalies get traded.
No.
So I think for the Sens, I'll give them I don't know, B+. You did pretty good.
Pretty
Like
good.
you pretty good.
Okay. They downgraded a couple picks and shipped out Perron and got like a slight upgrade in Fogel. Is that a B+?
So you did...
Sure. I don't know.
Well, because I don't think
a B+ for doing nothing, so I'll give it to him.
Okay.
I don't think you need to ship out Ridley Gregg and a first for Weegar in order to make this a good trade deadline, right? Like, I think the team is there. The numbers show the team is there. If we can just get goaltending.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Didn't get any goalies.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, let's go out west now.
Does it bug anyone else that this Instagram post is in they're like started in alphabetical order? And
Yes.
then it wasn't.
It's
like,
annoying.
It was good, and then all of a sudden jumps to Washington.
I'm like,
and then it
what's
goes back to
Washington
the
doing here?
P's, and then there's the T's, and it's like.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is, but Winnipeg's last on this one.
Maybe they figured it out for this post.
We'll see.
All right. Is it my turn, I guess?
That would make sense.
So Anaheim acquires John Carlson and a 2027 7th-round pick for Ryan Strome, and this year's first and next year's third. Honestly, not bad. Like, I think the Carlson trade works really well for them, and they didn't really need Ryan Strome. Like, I don't think he moves the needle a ton. We were listening to that trade break as we were driving up to Calgary. Driving up to Edmonton from Calgary. I think. Yeah, because
That sounds right.
Yeah, because it was Friday, and we were waiting on the return for the Kadri deal too for a little bit. But anyway, overall, actually, this isn't really a bad deadline for them. They didn't like aggressively buy. They're still early in their playoff push as coming out of the rebuild, but they gained a good veteran asset who I think will play well for them. I'll give them an A. Like, I think that's decent.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to give up the first, but I think
at some point you got to start winning.
It's a move that makes sense for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Calgary.
Have fun with that one.
Yeah, a lot there. They traded away Nazem Kadri, Mackenzie Weegar, Jacob Battaglia, I say his last name,
Sure.
and a 2027 4th and 7th. And they got Brendan Othman, Victor Olofsson, Max Kran, Ryan Strome, Oli Mata, Jonathan Castagna, and then 3 second-round picks for this year, a second next year, and a first in 2028. So they're like, we suck, we're selling, and they sure did. I feel like it's a pretty good return for Uyghur and Kadri.
Yeah, I mean, that Uyghur one was 3 second-round picks just on its own.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen that many seconds go in
Yeah.
one trade
In
before.
the same year, too.
Yeah. Like,
Or
clearly
were
they had a
were they all from
surplus.
the, I don't know if they're all from the Uyghur or not, but
They were.
I think
yeah.
they were.
It was
all
Uyghur
th-
for 3 seconds.
All three of them, yeah.
all
Or
three
maybe
of the
it was maybe a 2026, a 2026, and a 2027. I don't remember exactly.
Either way, yeah, they got a lot of picks coming up.
Yeah.
It was,
like-
yeah, it was all the same trade. Plus Castagna and Mata were all the pieces. Like, so they literally traded or acquired all that just for Mackenzie Uyghur. Like, I don't know. I think Uyghur's decent, but he's 32. If they didn't see him, sticking around to cap off this rebuild, I think it's a great, individual addition for that particular trade.
They still got Strom and Mata to fill in for Kadri and Uyghur. Like, it's not the equivalent, obviously, that hence all the draft picks, but like,
Yeah.
it's not nothing. Like, they're both NHL players that they can fill in those positions.
Absolutely.
So I'll give them an A.
Yeah. I think they do it. I think they deserve an A.
I'm saving the A plus for another team.
Oh. Okay. This team, the Chicago Blackhawks. No, they're not going to get an A plus. They brought in Mangiapane and Derek Pouliot, a first next year and a second in 2028. They got rid of Connor Murphy, Jason Dickinson, Colton Dock, Nick Foligno, and Aiden Thompson. I'm going to start by saying I'm going to give them a C minus.
Okay.
I don't know what Chicago's doing here. Like, I get that you're bad, and so sell off pieces, but like, at one point, are you going to stop being bad and start being good? Like, you have good pieces.
They just need a generational talent. Oh, wait.
Yeah. They already got like 2 of those.
Yeah. Frank Nazar's also really good.
And him, yeah. So, yeah, it is a little weird. I think, like, Bedard was a little broken up about the Foligno trades and Murphy and Dick, like, and Doc, too. Like,
Like,
these are guys that could have stuck around.
That. This feels like making trades for the sake of making trades.
Which I don't think has been really the case for Chicago in the past, because it was so much clearer that they definitely needed to hard sell. This year, they're not making the playoffs. They had like a decent push for the first couple of months and then kind of fell off the wagon. But, I mean, you get a first-round pick. I don't understand acquiring Mangiapane, Pouliot, whatever. Like, that's fine. Maybe Mangiapane needed to go in order to make the money work for one of the Edmonton trades, but yeah, it's a little strange.
Not great.
Okay, moving on to
Breaking news in fantasy hockey.
Oh,
Zach Spears has just dropped Austin Matthews. He is now on waivers. If anyone
wait, I have that in the I have Austin Matthews news after deadline stuff. Don't spoil.
Okay, well, this is fantasy hockey news, so
Okay.
he is 100% rostered, but apparently not. Now he's 99.9% rostered.
Wow.
Well, that will drop quickly.
Well, maybe Zach knows the news that you will be sharing with the rest of us.
I think he does. I'm going to share it with you soon. We just have to get through the rest of the West.
Okay, Colorado next up. They acquire Kadri, Nick Waugh, Nick Blankenberg, and a 2027 fourth-round selection. They trade out Victor Olofsson, Max Curran, and a couple of picks, a few. 2027 first, 2028 first, 2027 second and fifth, and this year's fifth-round selection as well.
I also believe it's Max Curran.
Curran. Thank you, Dean. I'm not as familiar with him. So
I'm not either, but I feel like I've heard that at least vocalized.
If you've heard it, then I'll trust in you on that. Overall, they beef up their centers even more. I think Waugh probably won't play center because they literally don't have enough dedicated lines for that. Which I
Fifth
mean,
line center.
yeah, like that's a good value if he can play on the wing, but you're still a center, in case somebody gets kicked out of the dot. There's just so many reasons to want to have as many players who can play center as possible. So that's good. Don't think you're missing Olofsson or Karan, really. Olofsson has bounced around a bit. He hasn't really found a home that makes the most sense for him. Giving up 2 first-round picks, sure, but they are so very clearly a team that is looking to win the Stanley Cup this season, and you do not care about those picks if you win. Different story otherwise, but yeah, Kadri, bringing him back was a big just like, respect thing for the player, and the fans obviously enjoyed his time with Colorado the first go around. So overall, I think this is like a deadline that makes sense for the Avs a lot. I'm fine to give them an A. Maybe not an A plus because 2 first rounds is a little bit steep, but A for Avalanche works for me.
This is my A plus.
I was wondering if it was. I was like, maybe a little bias in there, but
maybe. But like, it's just you look at their forward depth now, and
it's ridiculous.
And their defense is already so good. And I mean, I guess their goaltending, like Wedgwood's been playing better than Blackwood, so who knows what they do playoff time? Who knows what it'll look like in a month from now, anyway? But
right,
I think it's a very, very good trade. And yeah, like you said, who cares about the picks? You're in win now mode, so
yeah.
Dallas gets Tyler Myers and Michael Bunting for a 3rd-round pick this year, a 2nd-round pick the following year, and a 2029 4th-round pick.
2029.
The Stars just love getting bad defenders. It's kind of been their thing.
It kind of has.
Yeah, like Lyubushkin traded for
big
him.
Bad defenders, I'd even say.
I will give them a D plus for Dallas.
D for Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. I think it's also the comparison to literally like Colorado and then Dallas. Like these were supposed to be almost equal level competitors.
Yeah.
And it certainly doesn't seem like it based on what they did at the trade deadline.
Mm-mm.
I agree with you. I think that's accurate. Onto another supposed Stanley Cup hopeful contender, maybe. In the door, another Connor Murphy on the Oilers, Jason Dickinson on the Oilers, Colton Dach on the Oilers. They're taking Blackhawks.
Yeah.
The Blackhawks are losing, so we want their players.
Only the good ones.
Okay. Well,
except for Bedard.
If the Blackhawks are shipping these guys off at this point, are they any good?
Yeah.
They're fine. And you're giving up Andrew Mangiapane, a 1st and a 2nd. I don't think this is very good. I'd even hazard to say this is pretty bad. Based on the window, the expectations, I don't know what this team could be. I think this is one of the worst performances of the trade deadline.
Dang.
Like I think Edmonton really kind of like Dallas also pretty bad. Edmonton maybe somehow was worse because they gave up more to not really get that much better. Like if they had gotten Tyler Myers instead of Connor Murphy, it wouldn't have changed anything. Like these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Edmonton a D minus for
Fine.
An E for Edmonton. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't do great. Okay, LA Kings out the door. Warren Fogle, Corey Perry, and 2 3rd-round selections in this year's draft. And in the door, Scott Lawton, this year's 2nd, a 3rd as well, so we can just wipe out 2 of those 3rds if you want. But technically, it works because one could be higher up and all that. So that's why we're displaying it this way. And then a 2028 second rounder as well. Honestly, not too bad. Like, I don't really understand trading for Scott Lawton. Like, are they technically in a playoff push? Yes. Do I really think that they're a team worthy of adding to go there? And like, also they then also sell Fogle and Perry. So it's just it's a strange deadline overall.
What are you doing out
they were both acquiring players or a player for picks and then selling for basically the same picks that they just traded.
Right. I don't think this makes them profoundly worse.
No, it's just
you're not setting yourself up for success.
I'll grade them a question mark.
Yeah.
No.
You got it. What letter is
An is like a B minus.
Okay.
In that they didn't like actively make the team terrible. I think I get Perry not sticking around, and Lawton's like decent, but I don't think it's gonna move the needle for them to definitely catch some of the other Pacific teams in a playoff push.
Right. Okay, Dean.
Minnesota. They go out and get Michael McCarron, Nick Foligno, Jeff Petrie, and Bobby Brink, and trade away David Jiricek, a 2028 second, and a 2026 seventh round pick. So they bring the Foligno brothers together.
Yeah.
Woo.
And they were buyers because they're in a playoff spot, but they didn't really buy a ton. They just kind of grabbed some people.
Right, because their big buy was earlier this year.
Yeah.
They already kind of did the whole thing with Quinn Hughes. So
right.
Who knows? I don't know what their cap situation is, but I guess they probably couldn't do a ton. So, I mean, if you count Quinn Hughes in here, obviously they did really well. But just counting this stuff, B minus. I don't know.
I think that's fair.
They didn't do anything. Like, they didn't really lose a whole lot that you're upset about. Like, a second in 2028, that's really the worst of what you traded away. The seventh in this year's draft, you don't care. And Jiricek was just not fitting in with, like, they just don't have a roster spot for him.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Brink's anything. And then, just some depth. I think Foligno is a good pickup. I'm fine with B. They currently have negative $3.3 million in cap space, by the way.
Oh,
so
they'll figure that out.
That might have been a contributing factor.
Yeah, just some of the. Okay, Nashville. We're gonna switch it up. They get rid of Michael McCarron, Cole Smith, Nick Blankenberg, and Michael Bunting. For a 2028 second and third, a 2026 third, a 2027 fifth, and Christopher Sedoff. He has off in his name twice.
He does.
Christopher. I'll give him a B for Barry Trotz.
B for Barry.
They you're realizing you're probably not going to make the playoffs, so you're selling pieces that you don't want on your team for picks. None of the picks are really that great. None of the players you sold are really that great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
good job.
Yeah, I think it's a solid
You
B.
didn't fuck it up.
You didn't? Yeah,
okay.
Right. I'm totally with you. Okay, San Jose. A little late, but they've been doing some stuff throughout the season. So they acquired Jet Wu and a 2026 fourth in exchange for Timothy Liljegren and Jack Thompson. So Liljegren was decent for them. I think he'll do well in Washington. Jet Wu, okay, they're in a spot where it doesn't make sense for them to mortgage their futures quite yet, because they're I think another year with this team, another year of Macklin, Celebrini, and Will Smith and William Eklund is only going to do them better for their chances to just improve next year.
Michael Misa.
Michael
as well.
Misa,
He's been,
definitely.
He's been lighting it up.
Yeah, and there's a couple other young names that are out there that are coming up with them. So this isn't bad. Like they didn't do an aggressive sell because they are still they're I think they're in a playoff spot right now, or they're very close to one, if not.
I'm not sure. I think
They're in a wild card 2.
Okay, so yeah, you don't trade off like pieces that could be potentially important for a playoff push, but they're also realistic that if they don't make it, they they still have some guys left.
Oh, yeah, I saw a post. They're 21st in the league and in a playoff spot, as opposed to, I think it's Florida that's 13th and not in a playoff spot.
Columbus,
No,
I think
not
Columbus
Florida.
is like
Ottawa.
12th.
Florida's way further down, right?
Yeah, you're right. I forget who it was. Someone in the East.
I think it's Columbus. They are, they're 12th
right now. Yeah.
and are out of a playoff spot right now,
Yep.
which is too bad. But they're close. Anyway, a little
But they're
sidetrack
close.
there. A grade, I'll give them a B minus. Could have maybe acquired a couple more assets for these guys, but I'm not too upset.
I'll change things up and give Seattle a B minus,
Mm.
grade first, for getting Bobby McMahon for a 4th round pick this year and 2nd round pick next year.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't know. I don't really have much to say on that one.
He's a UFA, so it could be a little bit of a
They're also
loss
like
if they don't re-sign him.
Yeah, it could be a pricey rental.
They're a bubble playoff team. I get making like a move to try and be better this year and not going all out because you're not in a playoff spot right now. So
Yeah, similar to San Jose. You're like a cautious buy.
yeah.
I would say San Jose, in my mind, should have been closer to what the Islanders did. But maybe that's a next year San Jose thing.
That's my thought process too.
Okay, St. Louis, the darlings of the day. Everybody was paying attention to St. Louis, and ultimately, kind of disappointing.
No Cairo, no Thomas. We were promised these guys for not
right?
promised, but obviously that was the whole thing. It was like, oh, these are the guys you want, and St. Louis clearly thought, hey, we want these guys too, or maybe those were one of the pieces in some of the alleged deals that didn't get done.
That did happen. They brought in a lot. They sent out not a lot, and it's a team that, with Armstrong leaving and Alex Steen coming in, he did just enough to say, hey, I gave you some pieces. You figure it out now.
Didn't sell the whole farm, though.
Right, and now it's going to be, Alex Steen's job to figure out what to do with Robert Thomas and what to do with Jordan Kyrou and what to do with Jordan Binnington. And I think it'll be interesting to see over the next, 12 months how this team progresses. That being said, I think you sold the pieces that needed to be sold, and I think you kept the pieces that could have been kept. And so I kind of want to give them an A minus. Like, I think you could have wowed me a little more. Maybe no.
I'd say
I'll
at least
give him
an A.
I'll give him an A.
They traded 2 players and they got 2 firsts, 2 thirds, and 4 other players.
leads.
One is Hall is a roster player that'll plug in a hole.
Drouin
for
could
Falk.
be a roster player. Like, he's not
Drouin
total
can.
bum.
So you have replacements for the players that you traded out in those positions. I think this is an A worthy deal for them. Okay.
I agree.
The Utah Mammoth. So we already went over this trade. The Mackenzie Weegar acquisition was their only trade, and yes, Mata, Castagna, and 3 seconds in this year's draft.
All 2026. There you go.
So for them,
there they are. We found them.
For them, they don't necessarily they're in a playoff spot. Almost definitely, they will be in one of the wild card spots. They add here on D. Their D was a little hodgepodge, so I like that. personally, I'd say maybe only 2 seconds would have gotten the deal done, but I'm not in the room. I don't know. I would give them I'll give them a B. Like, I think it doesn't make sense for them to start really aggressively buying quite yet. I think make the playoffs this year with most of your core. Reward the players that are there by acquiring Uyghur. And, tough for Mata, obviously, but that happens. So, yeah, I'm fine with a B for them. Didn't blow us away. Didn't blow it up. Although a lot of seconds could turn into something. You never know.
Vancouver trades away Tyler Myers, Connor Garland, David Camp, Lucas Reichel, and Jet Wu, and they get Jack Thompson. 2 6th-round picks for this year, and then a 3rd-round pick for this year. I don't like how they're not all in order.
Yeah.
A 2027 second, a 2028 second, and a 2029 fourth. It was pretty clear they were going to be sellers, or at least a team you would expect to sell.
And they'd already sold during the season, too.
That, too. I feel like they maybe could have gotten a little more, better round, higher round picks. But I also was trashing how Tyler Myers sucks, so maybe not. And these aren't really any special players, so maybe they did okay.
Right.
But I would
David
say
Camp was on waivers earlier.
Yeah, I'll give him a B minus. I feel like they could have either sold more or gotten more, maybe.
Okay.
Fair.
Brendan, do you want to trade? Do you want to do?
I'll go
Vegas
ahead and take Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do Winnipeg after.
So yeah, their acquisitions, Dowd and Cole Smith, 2 players I did not have on my radar. I didn't really know what to expect from Vegas, to be honest.
As always.
Yeah.
As always.
They so a couple of depth forwards. They trade out Vikman, as I mentioned, Christopher Sedoff, 2027 third, a 2028 third, and a 2029 second. So they really have to push out those picks in order to make that happen. Personally, I'm not in love with this deadline. We'll see if Dowd starts to wow me. I don't really expect a whole lot out of Cole Smith, other than I think he's pretty good on the face-off dot. So that could be something that they're planning for. But I think the assets were a little bit high for me. I don't really understand getting rid of Vikman either. But maybe they've got a plan for that going forward. I will give Vegas a V. Yeah, I'll give them. I'm debating if it's a B minus or a C plus. And I get it that they already did make the Rasmus Anderson trade, so that it would be difficult for them to really do a whole lot. I think I'll give them a B minus, but I'm not sold on it.
I think a B minus is fair. I think that's a fair answer.
And I also don't know exactly what they really needed, because a lot of their players lately have just not been performing as well as we know that they can. They did have a big win against the Penguins last night, which was good, but or was that 2 nights ago? I think it was last night. Anyway, that's what I got on Vegas.
Okay. Last but maybe least, Winnipeg. Move out Logan Stanley, move out Luke Shen, move out Tanner Pearson. Players that play in the NHL, but And you get Jacob Bryson, Isaac Rosen, next year's 2nd and 4th, and this year's 7th.
And if that sounds familiar, it's because they just traded with Buffalo. So,
yeah. I don't know. What are you doing, Winnipeg? What are you doing? And why are you doing it? Because I don't know.
They're probably...
Maybe you're going to make the playoffs, Winnipeg, but now it seems like you're saying you're not going to make the playoffs.
No, I don't think so. I think it's similar to what Florida was doing in that, like, yeah, a little bit of an off year. We have the opportunity to sell some pending UFAs, guys that really don't fit our needs for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think it's similar there.
If they thought like Hellebuck could ride the high from the Olympics and just continue playing like that the rest of the year.
Would be nice. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I mean, he's been playing good, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll see.
So, final score for them then.
I don't know. A plus. No, I'll give him a C.
C. Okay. What did I give
C
Buffalo? A B?
I think a B.
For the same trade, just different.
All the same pieces. Yeah, I think Buffalo ended up on the better end of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they gave up that much for what they got.
Even if it's not a ton. Yeah.
Even if it's not a ton.
So that's pretty much it for the trade deadline. There were, like I mentioned, a couple of trades that have happened afterwards. Those can still happen after the deadline. They just don't. You just can't play those players in the NHL this year. So we had a few of those. They acquired Bolduc. Ottawa acquired Bolduc from L.A. for Jan Jenik. I didn't see that.
Wait, which Bolduc?
Sam Bolduc, not Zach.
Oh, okay.
The Kings did not have him. But
yeah,
they also traded Hunter Shepard and Jake Chason to Montreal for Riley Kidney. That was today.
Yes. We're gonna have we could have Kidney and Pinto on the same line together.
Yeah,
that has been mentioned.
Oh, but they're
also
both centers.
Announced today. Two other things announced today. We were given a little bit of it. Austin Matthews, grade 3 MCL tear and a quad contusion, and he's out for the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't hear
At least
they
weren't making the playoffs anyway, so it hurts less, I guess.
Came out at 5:33 today.
And that was because of the Gudis knee during their game last night.
Yes, which also just got dropped. The Gudis penalty or punishment. 5 game suspension.
Yeah, that was the max they could do because they did the phone call.
Right, instead of the in-person. And turns out people don't like that. People think that he should have been punished more. Turns out.
I did not see the play initially when it happened during the game. I wasn't watching for that portion of the game. But I saw some of the replays, and
it wasn't great.
Yeah.
No.
It did not look good.
So, if anything, gives Toronto more opportunities to call guys up and finally play some Marlies players in the NHL and see what they can do. This will be also the time of year to get some NCAA signings. We've already gotten a couple as teams start to drop out for their particular playoff tournaments. I think Notre Dame, they had a couple of players that were recently signed. So those we'll keep an eye on. And then there was a big signing. There were a couple. On trade deadline day, Eberle re-signed with Seattle 2 by 5.5, so they keep their captain around. And there were a couple other minor ones. Oh, Schmaltz was the big extension that just happened. An 8 by 8 for Schmaltz to stick around in Utah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal for a guy. Oh, why does Cap Wages say he's 0 years old? That I don't think that's right.
He's 30.
Okay,
He's 30.
Like, 8-year deal for a 30-year-old coming off of a career year. Like, he's never put up numbers like this is a little scary.
Yeah.
I'd hope
it's going to be like 130 next year, though. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They were saying on 32 Thoughts that they kind of compromised where he got more term than the team wanted to give and took a little less in the cap hit. 'Cause I think Elliot Friedman was thinking like 8.5.
Jeez. If they were doing like 5 years, heck, I'd just give him 5 by 9 or something and call it a day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of years, a lot of money.
like
Yeah, the
8
money's
million
less
is
of a problem.
already like a little bit much, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean he'll be potentially 39 at the end of the deal if this is an 8-year extension.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Little pricey.
I've one more piece of breaking news.
Okay.
You just briefly almost mentioned it, and so I looked it up. Your Clarkson Golden Knights win 3-0 over Quinnipiac in the first in the quarterfinals.
This is the men's or the women's team?
Men's.
Nice. They almost never do anything in the tournament.
They
So
did
that's
good.
good. Do you know where the next game is being held?
I do not.
Okay. Well, that's
But
something to keep an eye
We
on.
won.
That's good. Go Knights, go. We can all agree on that finally. Go Clarkson, Golden Knights, go.
Yeah, rolls off the tongue.
Easily.
Also, some good news for me. The Sens draft pick that we had talked about a while back. Instead of losing it altogether for the whole Dadonov fiasco, we now just draft last. Which I am happy with, given what it could have been. However, when you then compare it to the Kyle Beach stuff, that the Blackhawks had the same punishment for that as we do for this, that then still makes it feel ridiculous. But whatever. It won't really matter. We're going to have the 32nd pick overall anyways, so like it is what it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Wishful thinking. They also had to pay $1 million fine to the league, which whatever. Just thought I'd mention it, but
No, absolutely, but like
$5,000 player fine or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's clearly outdated at this point.
Definitely.
And it was $1 million Canadian.
Oh,
that's
so
like
even
peanuts.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did predict, I think, or like make the suggestion back when this first came out about the penalty. It was like, do you just wait until 2026 and hope that they just say, okay, we're not gonna make you do that? And that's what happened. There was like a little bit of precedent there with some previous. I think the Devils had a similar situation back in the day. I don't remember. I think it was maybe the 80s
like
or
the day.
Yeah.
I figured I'd just throw in the day and somebody can fill it in. Ah, yes, I remember it well.
2013, duh.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's good for Sens fans, I suppose, and like you mentioned, I think the NHL also was like, it was a different ownership group, so we understand why it's a little bit extreme to be punishing the new owner who wasn't even there during the time that the trade went through, and I think and the GM is different as well.
Yeah. Also, Ottawa Senators news. Next year, we get to play 2 games in Dusseldorf, which is like right next to Timmy's hometown, which is pretty cool.
He's excited.
He's very stoked. And the league announced that they will play games in Germany for at least the next 3 seasons, which is pretty cool. Which, I mean, I feel like there's then a pretty good bet that those 3 years Sens will go at least one other time.
Probably. I mean, they've got one of the most prominent German players on the team. You'd think Edmonton would probably go at some point as well.
And Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit, sure.
I can see Edmonton, Detroit being the other 2.
And Minnesota. Nico.
Yeah, with Sturm. Yep.
Like, okay.
Most German-born cups.
Yeah. He
What
deserves
about the
it.
Bruins with Marco Sturm?
Yeah, the Bruins with Marco, yeah. As soon as he brings on his nephew, who isn't related to him, Nico.
That'd be cool. I'd get a Sturm Bruins jersey.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. I would get a Sturm Sens jersey.
You know I would.
Brendan?
Obviously.
I would also get a Sens Stützle jersey.
That'd be so cool
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Storm to be on another Golden Knights team.
Yeah,
That would be very cool.
that would be fun.
You know what wasn't nice? MacKinnon trying to take off that goalie's head.
Yeah, that was terrible and very intentional. And me,
I remember hearing him say before the game, "I'm gonna kill that guy."
yeah.
Ingram, you
Yeah,
are
Connor Ingram
dead.
has had too good of a life. He needs to.
Too successful. I gotta take that guy out. He might stop us in the playoffs. Like, okay, Nathan, sure.
So the whole,
But yeah, Nurse pushes him in, and then he kills Ingram, and yep.
So he got a major penalty during the game.
They reviewed it.
They
and
they
then,
did review it.
And then they're like,
Well, they
yep,
have to give him a major first
Yeah, and then they're like, yep.
in
still a
order to
major.
review. But then they kept it a major, yeah.
And then afterwards, the league officially rescinded the major penalty against MacKinnon just because if you get 2 game misconduct, you will get a 1-game automatic suspension. So they
got
Right.
that.
they rescinded it.
So it doesn't count against him on his record.
Your permanent record. Like, please don't. I've been a good egg all season, I swear.
A positive thing to go on your permanent record would be your first NHL goal.
It was a pretty nice one. Did you guys see Ryan Ufko?
Ufko. I assume this is a Bruins player.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's just a cool name guy.
Okay.
Nashville
I like
Predator.
cool name, guys. I'm wondering if I did.
Scoring on former Senator. Ooh. Oh my god, yeah. Wow. Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh, I did
just watched
see
it
this.
again. That's very good. It was very good.
I remember watching
For a
that
first
now.
NHL goal.
It's a bunch
Oof.
of dangles.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of dangles.
And it just go like the forehand goal is nasty because you're like, oh, he's just trying to go backhand, and then he just brings it back. So
One
quick, so
more
right
move.
back.
Yeah.
That first cut though to break whoever's ankles that was is wild.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
first guy got absolutely dumped.
Yeah, as far as first NHL goals go, that's
That's a pretty
that's
one.
a great one you remember your first goal no matter what, but that's one I made my mark.
Oh, what you deleted? Oh, the link was for the same thing.
And then not a first NHL goal, but Will Eklund's goal against the Bruins last night was also very nice. Like, I wasn't even mad.
Goal of the year candidate, perhaps.
Yeah, he kind of brings it. I forget if he's a righty or a lefty. I'm also like Brendan when it comes to
He's a
goals.
lefty. Oh
Brings
my
it around to the
god.
left, kind of gets tripped by I think Swayman was in net. Swayman's paddle, and then as he's falling, the puck's in the air. He just bats it, like he gets all of it, and it just goes like top shelf while he's falling. The side angle is crazy, like from the, you could really tell.
It's such an
just super
impressive
impressive.
feat, really. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. Definitely
Like
a
watching
great
it
The Sharks
just
team is
happen
so
live,
good.
I was like, wow, that's crazy. Then the replay, I was like, wow, it's even crazier. Like watching it close up.
Right, because it makes it look like he just sort of scooped the puck up off the ice and threw it back on
I didn't
net,
realize the
which
puck was
would
in
have
the
been
air
cool.
at first.
But yeah,
I thought he just
it
got
was-
the rebound while he was falling, but he swatted it out of the air.
Oh, right, and you could see he caught it clean on his blade and whipped it right into the top corner.
Yeah, just a thing of beauty,
That's
really.
wild. That could be goal of the year candidate. That was pretty good.
And I think that made it like 4-0 Sharks or something.
That was
like
the 4-0 goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then Fraser Mitten scored, and it was 4-1.
Yeah.
They're like, we got this. There's like 9 minutes left in the game. Like, yeah, we can do this.
You got this.
They did not do this. Pasta did get
They
a
did
garbage
not.
time goal, so that was good for me for fantasy.
Yep.
I guess we should wrap up with Dean's Den. We got 3 games to go over.
Oh my gosh,
we had-
what a treat.
We had our Tuesday game. It was our final game of the season, regular season. And unfortunately, here, I guess
Oh no.
let's do this.
Dean only got 1 hat trick. Ugh,
Yeah,
how
it was
unfortunate.
It was a tough night. unfortunately, the camera didn't really cooperate, and it all kind of looks like this.
Doesn't look bad.
Well, it doesn't. It's just like slow mo, and
Oh.
then it jumps, and
Oh,
then
I
slow
see.
mo, and then it jumps. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother. This was
Okay.
like the whole game was like this.
Yeah, that's bad.
But I'm trying to keep all the games together because there's so many. Let's see. March 3rd. So we lost this game 5-1.
Oh.
And then we have our Ice Monkeys game, which we won 7-1.
Hey.
Wow.
I did
The
not
swings
score
of
a
beer
goal,
league.
but I hit 2 posts.
Dang.
And
That's
this
tough.
also, so yeah, the first game camera wasn't working, and then the next 2 games are both on this rink where you can't see anything. So it's a great Dean's Den.
Oof.
So this was the first post where this goes off the backboard and it's just bobbling, and I swat at it. And again, you're not going to be able to really tell, but basically it ended up being like a change up, and it just kind of went like up and like really slow and just landed and hit right here on like the back post.
Wow.
And then it like was behind the goalie, and he fell on it. And then this one, I'm on the bench, but our first line had this really nice. They were just like like to pass a lot, and this was just kind of a
I'm on
filthy
the
goal.
bench.
So we'll just share this one.
Wow, tic-tac-toe, wide
Yeah.
open net.
Yeah. And then
Way to do it.
my other chance here, it goes behind the defender, and I get it and throw it off the pad, and again it pops
Oh.
up at the air. You can kind of see this one if you squint your eyes. Maybe it's like it goes off the blocker and same thing, and like lands and just slides and hits the same left post but at the bottom, and then it's just sitting there and gets covered. And then we go to Monday, our first playoff game for the whatevers.
Ooh.
This one, it was 0-0 after 2 periods, and we're like, oh, we got these guys. You can see our bench and their bench. We're like, oh, they'll get tired. Like we got this. And then they proceeded to score 5 goals in the third, and we lost 5-0.
Oh my god. What was the seeding matchup? What seed were you guys?
Well, this was like a play-in game or something. So we were the 8th seed and they were the 9th. So we should have won this game.
Oh.
But it's double elimination, so we play again on Monday, and we play the Vectors, who are 3rd in the league. They are 14-6, and we are 6-11-4. So, yep. But we got this.
Go team.
But this
Definitely.
was the first period, and it was my best chance. Our defender takes it around the net, gets it through everyone, and I get a piece of it, but it's like I just kind of heel it, and it goes past the net. I didn't expect this to go through, but obviously that's not an excuse for. At least I didn't whiff, but it just goes just past the post on the left.
At least I didn't whiff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whiff. So yeah, if we lose on Monday, we're done with the whatevers. As far as the Ice Monkeys, we have one final regular season game on Sunday, and then the playoffs will start either the next week. I'm guessing the next weekend. So that is where we are at.
Nice.
All right. Well, it wasn't the outcomes we were looking for. I mean, you did get the one win there in regular season play, so we're excited for that. But
Yeah.
we'll look forward to the double elimination game next go around for the whatevers, and that's all we can do. At least Dean has a little more say in how things go. But
And like I said, it's the Ice Monkeys that's the real chance this year.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're still a new team in Division 3 for the whatevers. We're just happy to be there.
totally.
Plus, our
fair.
goalie that's got us this far, he is on another team as well, so he can't play on Mondays. So we had a different goalie.
Oh.
Not that, we scored 0 goals, so we can't really blame the goalie, but
Yeah, it could have helped maybe.
yeah. Carter would have scored a goal for us from net.
Definitely.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
all I got.
I think
Thanks,
we'll have
Dean.
to wrap this one up then. We knew it was going to be chock full. We had a lot of fun stuff to go over with the hockey trip, and we've got more content coming for that one. So stay tuned. We'll see how long that one takes Owen to go through. I'm sure he's got a lot of footage to
There's a
comb
lot of
through,
footage.
and photos and all that stuff. So
Yep.
I eagerly await that as well. I've seen a couple of clips from it that he's worked on, but obviously I was there. And then trade
Right.
deadline and all that stuff. We had a bunch to go over, which we knew would happen, and it's like the same as our free agency day, July 1st one. There's always so much stuff going on there too.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll do it for episode 136. Hope you enjoyed.
Another good one.
Hope you liked, commented, and subscribed if you have not done so already. We got the email and the voice line and stickers too. And that's that. Thanks for joining us. If you're new, please subscribe like we said, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't think she feels like she really needs to be on the podcast. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but,
she's gonna be pissed when she watches the episode. Like, I'm sure she watches all of them.
As soon as she watches this one, she'll be so upset.
Yeah, I know.